I told you there's gonna be a part 2, and I'm here to deliver on that promise. This one's gonna be a bit shorter, but whatever. Without any further ado, let's go. Number 6. Demons cannot eat human food. This myth comes from a specific moment where the wannabe Akaza says that he hates human food and stomps on Rengoku's munchies. A lot of people seem to believe this proves that all demons hate it. Whoa, such bigotry. Hashtag not all demons. It's just one dude's opinion, plus in this exact moment he specifies that even humans can be disgusting to him. The night before that, he sliced up a random passerby and didn't even take a bite. As far as I see it, there's only two explanations. Either he's crazy, or a gourmet just like your guy that prefers specific meals. So please don't go around judging all demons based on one member of their group. By the way, this specific episode was filler. It has nothing to do with manga canon. It did not happen there. It's canon only in the anime and still doesn't prove anything. And here's an even better counterpoint. Muzan spent some time pretending to be a child, and I have a hard time believing he wasn't eating during that period. That would have totally ruined his cover. And there's no way he can weasel his way out of this one by lying, like with the fear of sunlight. He would have to eat what his parents were giving him. I assume for a demon, human flesh probably tastes better than any food, but there's no reason to believe a hamburger will make him gag. We can't just disregard this possibility. This is not Tokyo Ghoul, you know? Anything is possible here. Number 7. Each Hashira has their own breath technique invented by them personally. No one can have the breath of love, insect, mist, and so on. You know, I get that fans want their favorite demon slayer to be a genius who came up with their own style, but even Kakushibo doesn't agree with this one, saying he already met swordsmen who used mist breathing. Not to mention Rengoku, whose family has been passing down the breath of fire for generations. But what about Shinobu then? Her sister had the breath of flower, and insect breathing is derived from that. Did she really create it herself? Maybe she did. If so, props to her, but let me play devil's advocate here. Who's to say she did not just copy her sister's style and named it differently? After all, we haven't seen how the breath of flower works. She could have tweaked a couple of forms and call it a day. You know, I'd like to ask Kakushibo about it. Bet he knew Hashira who used the breath of the serpent, love, flower, and flying foreskins. The only people we can definitely call the creators of their own techniques are Kakushibo himself, with his moon breathing, the first Slayers, and of course Yoriichi. They are the ones who pioneered the different breathing styles. Since hundreds of years passed and we have some evidence that points to these techniques already existing, calling all current pillars the creators of their own style is kinda dumb. Number 8. Akaza never devoured or killed any women. Here we go, I have a feeling this one will be the most divisive of the bunch. It's primarily based on this moment from chapter 157. That's Doma saying it. You know, the character who's been lying since childhood? Who claimed he can hear gods speak and pass the message for a fee? The apathetic monster pretending to have feelings? A cult leader that lies without any apparent reason? And you might think the author just wanted to describe Akaza's character through the words of another. And I get that, but why Domo of all people? For example, when Tanjiro says he never fought anyone stronger than Gyotaro, I believe him. Because he never lied to us and we saw his journey. Gyotaro really was the strongest opponent up to that point. That's a good example of describing someone from another POV. But I do not believe anything coming out of the mouth of a psychopath that fakes emotions. Plus, Akaza has been a demon longer than him. How could a newcomer know anything about his supposed code and preferences in food? I just don't buy it. I would if some other character said it, like Kakushibo who felt Akaza's death. But this guy? Nah. For the sake of argument, let's assume this is genuine. The author really wanted to characterize Akaza through Doma. However, if we flip a couple of pages, we'll see Kanao claiming that everything Doma says is a blatant lie. Whoops! That kinda throws a wrench into this whole thing. Who are we supposed to believe here? A trickster or an innocent girl? I think the answer is obvious. What if the author describes Doma through Kanao here? You might say, why would he lie though? Okay, I can do that too. Why would he dig his finger into his temple? Why would he pretend to cry if he has no emotions? Can you answer that? His actions don't have any rhyme or reason. That's Doma. He'll lie just cause he wants to. I get the sentiment of wanting to show Akaza in a different light, but choosing Doma for that task is illogical when you have Kakushibo. Especially when in the same chapter another character claims that all his words are bull. I mean, it's possible Akaza never killed any women, but I'm still on the fence. And you guys can believe whatever you want. Number 9. Ruka Rengoku is a demon. This might shock you, but I've met people who genuinely believe that just based on her eye color. And to be honest, at first I too thought she's a demon that escaped Muzan's control like Tamayo, but no, it's just her character design. This idea that red somehow means evil is so ingrained in us because of media that it's hard to shake it off. But tell me this, how many demons in Kimetsu no Yaiba have red pupils? Aside from Muzan, none! They've got yellow, green, pink, whatever. Seems like the transformation affects everything but your eye color. Well, Gyotaro and Rui are the only exceptions. Who knows, maybe this has some deeper meaning behind it, but I'm not gonna go there. I've had enough fan theories for now. Kisses.